Hello everybody, it's WhisperAudios, and today we are reading out another ASMR artist's life purpose number. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I highly encourage you to check out this video where I explain to you what the life purpose number is, how you work it out, and I also read out my life purpose. And this other video is where I read out ASMR Glow's life purpose number, which I thought was incredibly fascinating. So today we are moving on to Matty Tingles, who is such a lovely, lovely, kind and genuinely warm and funny kind of a person. Now, I admit I haven't met him in real life, as I haven't met ASMR Glow, but from their YouTube channels and their personalities like on social media and stuff, they seem to be really nice people. And I really wanted to do Matty's life purpose number because I feel like, I don't know, he might get some benefit from it. I don't know if he ever watches this video, that is. But anyway, let's dive in. We first of all need to know what Matty's birth date is. And of course, I will be consulting the ever-reliable and ever-accurate internet to provide me with this information. So I have him on famousbirthdays.com, and it lists his birthday as the 3rd of December 1987. And again, like for ASMR Glow, I apologise if this information is wrong or inaccurate, but we're going to be working off the fact that it is, and we're going to be working off that number. So let's go into Good Notes, and we will write down 3rd of December, 3rd of December 1987. So how we work it out, we do 3 plus 1 plus 2, because December is the 12th month. Then we plus 1, then we plus 9, then we plus 8, and then we plus 7. Now let's get the calculator, because my math is not so great. And, oh, you're joking. Adverts on a calculator app, really? So, let's do the calculation now. 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 equals 31. And now we add the 3 and the 1 together. That gives us 4. So Matty Tingle's life purpose number is 3/4. So let's read it out. So 31/4. And also in this book, it is linked with 13/4 as well, which is very interesting, and sometimes they do that in this book, and I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe they're like the same energies, I'm not sure. So the 3 main, I guess, personality traits for this number are stability and process, creativity and confidence, expression and sensitivity. So let's read out what the overall interpretation of this number is. Those on the 31/4 life path are here to work through issues of stability, creativity, and emotional expression, learning to channel their energy in constructive ways and to master a step-by-step process to their goals. Since our life purpose doesn't come easily, 31-4s have to overcome self-doubt and insecurity to develop the confidence necessary to follow a long and sometimes arduous process to reach their goals. Until then, they operate on hopes, wishes, and enthusiastic illusions. They are here to ground their energy and develop secure foundations. They often confront tendencies towards instability and lack of commitment, which run counter to their life purpose. To overcompensate for insecurity, many develop highly ambitious, even egotistical big egos that work to prove their worth as they strive to stay in a superior position due to fears of inferiority beneath the surface. The combination of a strong foundation energy, creative energy, and expressive energy gives them a well-balanced blend of strength, sensitivity, and creativity. This blend of energies, combined with a drive for security and strong ambitions, creates a multifaceted potential for success. When these qualities and drives are working in harmony, they can accomplish their highest aspirations. But if these same qualities and drives work against one another, or manifest in negative ways, then frustration and failures cloud their life. The willingness to pursue and persist in gradual process is essential to bringing the highest creativity and expression of them into the world. Whether their foundation rests on family, home, land, education, or work, this foundation forms the stable base for expanding out into life. A secure home base and a safe, settled, orderly environment amplify these individuals' impact many times over. Bursts of inspiration or spurts of energy do not substitute for diligent work over time. The life they build depends upon the preparations they make and the process they follow. The order and relative influence of 1 and 3 result in the only significant difference between the two numbers that I showed you at the beginning. With 31-4s, creative energy has a stronger influence than expressive energy. They have strong creative drives, a confident, outgoing persona, and a constant striving for success, which may veil, so like cover up, an underlying insecurity. They can be highly competitive because they feel they need to prove themselves to overcome their fear of not measuring up, of inferiority. But most, on the other hand, feel more acute self-doubt, which sometimes manifests as a fear of insufficient capacity and appears from time to time like storm clouds in an otherwise clear sky. Other than these slight differences, they have nearly identical drives and issues, the two numbers. They both show strong drives for creative expression. They share strength, ambition, and a desire for status. A key concept is that success in terms of their life purpose lies not so much in achieving the end product, but in their ability to go through the necessary process. Many have experienced difficult family histories, perhaps entailing physical abuse by at least one parent, or perhaps a military childhood that meant they had to move around and never had a stable home life. Because our purpose, our life purpose, doesn't come easily, they have had hurdles to overcome in the area of establishing strong foundations, even if they come from relatively stable households. They benefit from working through issues of animosity, resentment, misunderstanding, or other turmoil to rebuild a sense of stable foundation. They need to express all of their emotions, including anger and resentment, before they can express their love. They don't have to agree with their parents, but they need to bring any issues out into the open and express their feelings, even if their parents are deceased. They can also learn many lessons from their own children or other children. They tend to experience a division rather than an integration between mind and emotions. They especially need to blend emotional intuition with mental clarity. When making a decision, they can ask, what would my calmest, clearest, most aware self do right now? And by trusting their gut feeling, they can avoid confusion. Otherwise, they tend to analyze everything to death. Once they feel clarity, they can teach it to others. The primary challenge and hurdle involves following a step-by-step process, remembering that even the most overwhelming goal is easier when broken down into small steps. Since the life purpose of 31-4s, which involves process, does not come easily, a part of them hates things that take a long time and a slow, careful process to achieve. Combining the inherent impatience of 4 with the creative inspiration of 1, many 31-4s like things to happen quickly, even magically. On the other hand, the self-doubt of the number 3 may slow them down and lead to over-preparation or obsession with one step. Those 31-4s who have previously moved through a structured process, such as athletes, musicians, or anyone who has stuck with a process of skill training, are way ahead of the game because they have a template or a model they can apply to everything they do. Once they create a stable environment, past insecurities and self-doubt, they find the patience to follow a step-by-step process to their goals, and it's only a matter of time before they reach them. So this is now the paragraph of what the 31-4s look like when they're at the top of their game. These individuals have developed a sound financial base as well as a personal base of family, friends, and associates. They make decisions by blending the head, the analysis part, with heart intuition, and they have learnt to trust the process of their life. Well-rounded achievers, they have followed goals to completion as they have learnt skills, and they use that understanding to reach any goal. Dependable and stable, they have the blend of strength, flexibility, sensitivity, and creative sparkle that serves as a source of practical support and encouragement to others. And this paragraph is the 31-4s at their worst time, at their least functioning capacity. Even if they have a place to live, these individuals lack an inner sense of stability, as if they were living out of a suitcase. Uncommitted and lacking follow-through, they never feel sure how long they'll stay in one place, in one job, or with one person. Ambitious but impatient, they touch down many places, but they don't put down roots. Confusion underlies their lack of commitment. They don't feel sure of what they're supposed to be doing. They think one thing, but they feel another, so they don't know what they want. This split between mind and emotions leads to impulsive decisions than obsessive regrets. They experience more starts than stops than completions. With their unrealistic expectations, they want to be a success without going through the process to get there. Their outward bravado or superior air covers up feelings of self-doubt and insecurity. So that's very interesting. It goes very, very deep, doesn't it? So what about health then? The strength of 31 fours is amplified by creative energy and gives them a robust appeal, ruggedness, and resistance to everyday illness. Their body type tends to be either wide-bodied and bottom-heavy or solidly athletic, depending largely upon genetics and lifestyle. Either way, they are basically strong. However, they are vulnerable at foundation points such as ankles, knees, thighs, and hips. Mental stress or resistance can create physical as well as energetic constipation and can compromise the immune system. Forms of meditation, relaxation, suppleness training, and free movement, such as the martial arts of Aikido or Tai Chi, are all useful, as is anything that teaches them to bend, flow, and accept rather than resist. Forms of physical skill training, such as dance or martial arts, offer special benefits because they help turn rigid strength into subtle dynamic power and gives them a direct experience of following a process and experiencing improvement over time. These individuals thrive on exercise and particularly enjoy social sports. They have no predictable dietary tendencies, but a balanced, low-fat diet serves as a good foundation. If they are overweight, their success in losing their excess weight depends on their willingness to follow a gradual process towards a lifestyle of less fat and more exercise. Fitful, heroic efforts directed towards quick results at best bring only temporary results. The success in this or any enterprise depends upon a patient and persistent approach. So what about relationships? The easy sociability attracts many friends and admirers. They tend to be gregarious, family-orientated, and generally relaxed with people, but their air of confidence often hides an insecurity they are wise to acknowledge to themselves and others in order to achieve a new level of authenticity. In their vulnerability, they can find new strength. Since the 4 number leads them towards self-deception or denial, both 31 fours and 13 fours may discover that confession is indeed good for the soul. By confessing their sensitive or insecure qualities, they find they have less to defend, less to prove, and fewer people they have to impress. This leads to a greater sense of inner solidarity. Most of them are the salt of the earth, stable, loyal, consistent partners, or they have difficulty staying put or making real emotional commitments. Even when they say I do, they may leave the back door open. Part of them desires stability and security more than anything, but part of them resists that very goal because our life purpose doesn't necessarily come easy. When they see a relationship as a process of ups and downs, entailing learning, maturation, and mutual support, they come to appreciate relationship as a challenging form of spiritual training rather than the same old thing. In the sexual arena, 31 fours need to work through the non-sexual issues of self-doubt, insecurity, and lack of commitment. Their past experiences of abuse or their subconscious resistance and physical tension may get in the way of satisfying sexual expression. However, on the positive side, they tend to be strong, vital, earthy, and creative lovers. So what about talents, work, and finances then? Due to their array of creative and expressive energies and their sound analytical abilities, they find success in a variety of careers, often but not necessarily centered in some form of business, advising or counseling in real estate or investments. However, they also do well in fields as divergent as coaching, service to family, architecture, engineering, or any form of creative communication that supports people. In the positive, their practical creativity developed over time leads to the security they desire. If they're patient and thorough, one step leads to the next. But they need to remember that overnight success can take years and many small steps to achieve. So what are some well-known 31 fours? We have Nat King Cole, Marie Curie, Sigmund Freud, Robert Frost, Hugh Hefner, Henri Matisse, and Paul McCartney, Grandma Moses, Dolly Parton, Will Rogers, Babe Ruth, Carl Sandburg, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Oprah Winfrey. So some very, very well-known ones. So, some guidelines and recommendations for you. Remain humble and kind above all else. To develop your full creative ability, first develop your skills step by step over time. Exercise your body, your mind, and your emotions. Balance your analytical abilities with creative intuition. And these are the questions you should be asking yourself. Do I let self-doubt and insecurity stop me? Do I follow a gradual step-by-step process to reach my goals? Have I explored the full range of my creative capacities? And have I worked through early family issues? So that was incredibly interesting and really, really deep. So Matty, if you are watching this, what do you think? Do you think you agree with some of this? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. And anybody out there who knows Matty or has been watching him for a long, long time, what do you think? Do you agree with this life purpose reading? So please let me know what you think in the comments and let me know who you think I should do next. I'd love to hear who you think I should read out for. So thank you so much for watching. I'll link the previous videos in the description and I will see you very, very soon.